Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your live stream. In tonight's show, we are reacting to Manchester United fans absolutely mudding Arsenal fans. So this is going to be a gold stream. Yeah, hang on, just going to reply to this message. There we go. Just sent that message. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. Also, I went live on my football channel earlier, so if you wish to subscribe to my football channel, please do. The link is in the title and it's also in the description of this video. And if you wish to become a channel member today, the information is pinned on top of the live chat. Big up to Danielite14 who posted that in the live chat for me. Much appreciated. Currently got my pizza cooking in the oven. I was watching Johnny Memrals earlier, so apologies, I'm a bit late starting, people. And I had to go to the loo and then put my pizza on as well. So yeah, that's why I'm a bit behind. But yeah, big up to every single one of you live and locked in this evening. So right, I mean, this is wow. What have Manchester United fans been saying about Arsenal? I mean, let's get it right. You know, they are going to get absolutely mudded, honestly. Yeah, cheers to that, Daniel14. Put in my channels in the live chat as well. Much appreciated, mate. Yep, here we go. My F1 channel and my membership is pinned on top in the live chat. But wow. I mean, I just wanted to say, before we get started properly, I am absolutely shell shocked that Johnny Memrals popped in my live chat last night. I mean, oh my goodness sake. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, just wow, to have such an elite YouTuber pop in my live chat. And I just been watching his live stream, he even confirmed it was him. So big up to Johnny Memrals, yeah? Make sure you are subscribing to Johnny Memrals. What an absolute fantastic guy he was. I was asleep last night. Yeah, I know you were, but you still tuned in most of the show, so it was okay. But yeah, I am absolutely wow, gobsmacked to see Johnny Memrals in my live chat last night. What a great guy he is. So make sure you are subscribing to him. I'll put his channel in the live chat. Where is he? Memrals FC. Here we go. Let's have a look. Memrals FC. Community. I'll just type it in. Memrals FC. Here we go. Johnny Memrals. Big. Wow. That will be a moment I never forget. Copy link. Here we go. Just about to post that into live chat now. Johnny Memrals channel. Here we go. Fantastic. There we go. Make sure you're subbing to him, guys. Chelsea fan who absolutely lands the Memrals on his football club because he's had enough of the brown envelopes, you know, trying to get him cancelled and that. So, and he's had enough of what's happening at his football club, and I don't blame him. You know, what is going on over at Chelsea at the moment? I have no idea, but it's not looking good for them, is it? I mean, it's what are we doing here? Seriously, what's a clear capital done to that football club? I am baffled, absolutely baffled. Right, let's start off with who should we start off with now? I know. Let's start off with all things Man United. Yep, one of my favourite Man United YouTubers. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how many of them are actually going to be criticising the referee, because this is what I'm most interested in, is how many are going to call out the referee and say it wasn't a penalty. That where I still think it was a penalty, because I believe there was still enough contact when the player went down. So to me, I think the referee got it right. So I'm not crying about it. I'm really not. Let's have a look. All things Man United videos. Oh wow, he hasn't done a match reaction. That's bizarre. Okay, fair enough. All right, let's listen to Alice Talks Football. Let's start off with her, shall we? She's a great content creator, honestly. I love Alice Talks Football because she talks a lot of sense. I mean, I don't follow many like female Manchester United content creators. So Alice Talks Football is one of them I definitely follow.
Arsenal won, but Manchester United win on penalties in the FA Cup to play Leicester in the next round, and justice was served, because Andy Madley, that was one of the worst refereeing performances I've ever seen. It makes you appreciate VAR. It was almost like today's game was an advert for why VAR was brought in, because that was horrific. Kai Havertz diving and he gives them a penalty.
Yeah, and this is what I don't understand. Why is it VAR is not coming in until the 5th round in the FA Cup? Madness, man. Absolute madness.
But you know what? Karma. Odegaard missed the penalty. Havertz missed the penalty later on in the match. And you know what? Manchester United absolutely deserved that. To play with 10 men for over 60 minutes.
Yeah, I think we did. And besides, Arsenal were very poor with their finishing. I agree with you, Alice.
Away at the Emirates and put in that shift and level of performance. Manchester United deserve that. They deserve to go through. People can say they parked the bus, but they defended, they worked off the ball, and they even generated a few.
To be fair, we defended really well, I have to say.
Chances for themselves with Xerxes, with Ahmad, when he maybe could have squared it to Collier there. Ruben Amorim sub spot on. Xerxes came on, he held the ball well, had a really good game, scored.
I'm absolutely delighted for Joshua Xerxes. And I hope, fingers crossed, this could really kickstart his season. But I'm not getting giddy about it, okay? I just hope it kickstarts his season.
Winning penalty. Toby Collier was covering ground, putting a shift. Amad Diallo, a little bit of retention there. Ruben Amorim's influence on the Manchester United squad is absolutely clear. So let's break down what we learned from the game, because we're going to talk about a few performances. Maguire and De Ligt, again, monstrous. But Man City get Salford. Liverpool get Atkinson. Chelsea get Morecambe. Spurs get Tamworth. Newcastle get Bromley. Well, we have to play 2 hours at the Emirates with, over an hour of that game being played with 10 men. And they practically had 12. And we put in that kind of performance at Anfield and at Emirates. To put in that kind of performance was amazing. And look, it wasn't an amazing performance. It wasn't pretty. We weren't generating loads of chances and outplaying them, but it was a performance which saw effort, which saw mentality, which saw desire, and that is the bare minimum. If you put a Manchester United shirt, the bare minimum is you give everything, you are disciplined, you do what the manager says, and that is what we saw today, and that is exactly what we needed, because we played with 10 men for over 60 minutes. We stayed so disciplined, we defended set pieces much better. Arsenal could not break us down. They were playing for set pieces.
This is one thing. I mean, where's this been from our defenders all season? The set-piece marking was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it was amazing. It's just so jarring why we have not done this for most of the season, man. Seriously, what the fuck is this all about? Where have you been? Seriously. This is the message I ask myself to players. Where the fucking heck have you been? Just as a fan, it infuriates me.
The referee fell into it. Arsenal kept falling over on the floor every time we touched them because they were trying to win fast so they could turn set pieces into...
I will read the chat in a minute, okay?
chances because Arsenal cannot break us down in open play because they're not that good without Bukayo Saka. De Ligt and Maguire put in monstrous performances. We needed them from the set pieces. Maguire, it felt like he won everything in the air. De Ligt to that clearance was unbelievable. Maguire, £80 million player, back three, England Maguire. He was there today. And I could not ask for more from this United players. Was it pretty? No. Was it difficult? Yes. Was I concerned at times? Yes. But they put in 110%. The referee was against them. Everything was against them today. And I am proud of Manchester United. I'm proud of Ruben Amorim. It was such a disciplined, well set up performance where we still even had chances in the match ourselves. And despite being down to 10 men, Arsenal could not dominate. They got a penalty, which wasn't a penalty. They fairly missed that because it was never a penalty. They scored right away with equalising. Gabriel acting as if he'd won the game. But I tell you what, Ugarte, monstrous game. Collier comes on, puts an unbelievable.
Yeah, Ugarte, he deserves a lot of credit. He's been superb recently, man. Well, Ugarte, and I hope it continues for him. I really do at the end of the day because he deserves it because we spent too long, in the transfer market bringing him in. That'll be my pizza ready, so I'll be back in a second. There you go. That's my pizza out the oven. Fantastic. I'll get and eat that a bit later on because I don't mind a bit of cold pizza, to be honest, because I think pizza is quite nice when it's cold. So anyway, let's have a look at the chat, see what's going on. Oh, big up to you guys, Elliot. Big up to you, mate. Bosh. I mean, I think you sent that earlier, so you're probably not watching now, but big up to you anyway, mate. Yeah, I know. I just heard that on Johnny Memrold's stream day night 14, not sustainable by your football club, honestly. No, he won't stay night 14. He'll be furious. I think Hamlet's timed. Hold that, Arsenal. Exactly. I hope he comes in tonight. Hamlet's did die yesterday. I watched the highlights. But yeah, anyway, we'll carry on in a minute. But yeah, I'll get back to the chat in a bit. So look.
Shift. Bruno, brilliant goal. Delivered a captain's performance. Other than losing his mind, throwing the shoe, which he should.
Yeah, I'm glad she is calling him out on that one because the way he chucks his boots, right, was an absolute disgrace. I got my wooden spoons handy. Yeah, wooden spoon for you, number 8, honestly. And for you, Diego Delo, as well, honestly. Both of your disciplines is shocking.
have done, but to be fair to him, it was a blatant foul. Gabriel Jesus injured himself fouling Bruno, but the ref said there was no contact. How come Gabriel Jesus injured himself? There was no contact. Garnacho looked much better today. He got the ball. He was going to be limited to chances, but
Yeah, he was good yesterday. I agree. Garnacho was much better, but the concerning thing for me is, does Ruben Amorim want him? Because apparently he's not playing him a lot at the moment. So that'd be my number one worry with Garnacho. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens, aren't we?
criticising Garnacho for things like decision making. He could have shot there. He could have been selfish. He played the perfect pass into Bruno Fernandes. Absolutely fantastic. Bayandira was being a bit critical of him in the first half, but that second half, unbelievable performance. Penalty save. It gave him a new lease of confidence.
Bayender, literally, I put him in goal for the next game. Honestly, maybe have Onana on the bench for a couple of games, because Onana has been abysmal recently. Let's get it right. Bayender, his kicking out though was shocking, but the penalties he saved were absolutely amazing. And when Arsenal had a good opportunity during the game, I think from a set piece, a brilliant save. So yeah, put him in goal, I say. Give him a run out.
Really, really did. Never a penalty in Havertz. Blatant foul, Bruno not given. Lucha given a soft yellow. Everything was against us. Away from home. Played over an hour with 10 men. They can cheat all they want. They can have the ref on their side all they want. Arteta will still think of an excuse. He'll probably blame it on the first goal should have been given.
Yep, excuses by that manager, honestly. I mean, how many times last night was I mentioning that he'll probably come up with an excuse?
Foreign side, blah, 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 blah. And I don't like to sit here and talk about the refs because I want to talk about the game. I want to talk about the performance, but it makes...
Nor do I. I rather talk about the game of football. It's like, fuck the referees, man. Seriously. They can get in the bin.
You should appreciate VAR. This is what a Chelsea fan said. A genuine disaster class in the refereeing from Andrew Madley today, from the big decisions to the small decisions, to totally losing any sense of authority and control.
Yeah, we definitely needed VAR in that game, honestly.
Over proceedings. It's been total chaos, and his presence is probably the most convincing ad for VAR. I said worst performance I've ever seen. That was probably an exaggeration. Makes me appreciate VAR. Never a penalty. The ref has done everything he can to gift Arsenal. He's fallen for all these dives, but nearly all our players. Another Chelsea fan said this Arsenal versus United tie is an excellent showcase of why VAR is excellent. It's also a damning example of how poor the referees and PGMOL are, and the European...
I agree with you, Alice. The referees in this country are absolutely abysmal. Let's get the narrative right here. They are shit.
And who's an Ajax fan who likes to troll Manchester United, said that United players should walk off the pitch. Disgraceful performance from the referee, and it was. But let's talk about the game. Let's talk in more detail about it, because I completely agree with what Adam had to say here. He said, I could be wrong, but today feels a good demonstration of what Manchester United fans want to see from their players. They haven't played a blinder, but it's more the fact that they've fought and clawed their way through the stake of adversity. We want to see more of this. Anfield, Emirates, this effort level, we want to see more of this. And talking of monsters, talking of man of the match, my man of the match here is Harry Maguire. Look at these game numbers from Harry Maguire.
Look, I'm not his biggest fan, okay, but even I gave him man of the match yesterday. And you can argue that Bayender deserves it as well, but I thought Harry Maguire was absolutely superb. But what a shift he put in, honestly.
11 clearances, 5 shots blocked, 3 tackles, was not dribble past, won 95% of all his duels. He won 7 out of 8 round duels. It was an unbelievable performance from Maguire. Him and De Ligt were immense, because we were talking about the lack of mobility with De Ligt and Maguire, but we needed them in that game. And Euro was really good when he came on. Licha had a really good game. But when you're down to 10 men, we were constantly under pressure. There was a lot of work to do. Maguire and De Ligt didn't get a break. Being down to 10 men is one of the hardest games as a centre-back, because you've got an extra person to keep an eye out for. You're under more press. And they were absolutely immense. They were alert. They did not lose concentration once. They played out from the back quite well, but we were going long. But the work they did off the ball, even with the set pieces, I don't know how many corners Arsenal had. It felt like 20 gazillion, trillion, billion. Honestly, they kept having corners and set pieces, and they couldn't break us down. They couldn't win the set pieces. It was fantastic from United today. Maguire in the air, £80 million performance was absolutely standout. The back three showed true leadership, and it was never a penalty. That was a blatant dive. Maguire, fantastic. De Ligt, fantastic. What a performance today from those two.
I mean, you can argue and say it was soft, but I think I need to see it from another angle before I can get a full judgment. I mean, the angle I saw, I thought there was contact, so maybe he did go down. I need to have a proper look at it.
So happy with that performance, so proud, because De Ligt did not have his best game versus Liverpool. He got done by Gakpo, but he really stepped up today. Really, really proud of the players. And this clearance from De Ligt was unbelievable. That is as good as a goal. That is as good.
I am as well. I thought the players put in really good performances. Apart from number 8 and Diego Dalot, they let themselves down yesterday. What about number 8 has scored a good goal, Mr. Joshy J? And what? Yeah? Literally, do not give him a free pass, yeah? For what he did during the game. I mean, it was childish. Let's get it right here.
As a goal. But I want to talk about a few more positive things. I want to talk about Joshua Zirkzee. And I like what H said here. Zirkzee, that's how you make something out of nothing. Playing selflessly as a midfielder off the ball, proper graveyard shift and making the most out of it. If he had a bit of speed, he'd be such a good out-ball runner when we play low. Zirkzee coming on was absolutely spot on, guys. It was absolutely the right decision. We needed someone that was going to drop deep into midfield because we're down to 10 men and sort of connect play and hold up the ball. I think Højlund's hold up lacked at times. Zirkzee kept the ball really well. He made the most out of nothing in the graveyard shift. Actually ended up having, I think, 2 shots, was it, and getting involved. And I feel like in games when you are going to have to play a little bit deeper, Zirkzee is still an outlet. He can still offer things today. I think hopefully people can see what Zirkzee offered today and that kind of game, the control, holding the ball. And I think we were only going to have limited chances in the attacking first. So to have Amad and Zirkzee as almost the 2 outlets in attack, just hold.
Amad was superb again, as always. Literally been our player of the season, honestly.
Holding onto the ball, keeping it for us, using their technical ability to give us a bit of control there. That is what we needed. And everybody put in a shift today, and Zirkzee gets the winning penalty. And I'm really, really happy for Joshua Zirkzee, really happy for him, because he's been getting a lot.
Like I said, I really hope now this is the game changer for Joshua Zirkzee. I really do. Fingers crossed, yeah.
Stick lately. I think people have gone a bit over the top with the criticism and really frustrated with him, but it was.
I mean, if anyone's giving him saying rude things about that, I cannot defend that in any shape or form whatsoever. But if you're getting mini criticism saying you haven't been good enough or you're rubbish, this and that, I say that's not going too far. And that's absolutely fine, because to me, he has been underperforming. But yesterday, fair play, okay, superb. See, Mr. Joshy J can get credit. Yes, I can be very, very brutal at times on my football club, and rightly so, yeah? But when they do well, I will always praise them.
It was great to see as well. And you know what I love to see was the way that Amarin trusted Collier over Casemiro today. Big.
Yeah, he was good. Honestly, he played really well, that Collier.
All that was, but with 10 men, you need someone that's going to eat up ground. And Collier's numbers at United when it comes to running is only bettered by Bruno Fernandes. And Collier was eating up ground. Just the energy was everything that we needed. Everything that we needed. The ground coverage from Collier was unbelievable. And I think this guy here, I'm going to put it on the screen, sums up this Collier performance just how I would say it. Winning almost every aerial duel, loose ball, filling the back line without the ball, and when we had the ball, run like a mad dog to crash the box or create space for teammates. Aggression in ground duels, technically secure under pressure. Wow, Collier, take a bow. We don't talk about Collier as a in possession guy, but he kept the ball really well. He did a really good job keeping the ball in possession. But it was eagerness to crash the box, to create overload in attack, get back. The amount of space he covered. The performance he put in off the ball, the positional awareness, it was a disciplined performance, and that really paid off because Casemiro, he gives the ball away, he can't always cover the ground in those kind of games. And I think Casemiro and Eriksen will look at that and be looking for their moves away because Ruben Amorim's put his faith in Collier because he likes off the ball players. He likes players that give 100%. Ugarte was unbelievable. What a fight. What a performance from him. Bruno Fernandes showing up in another big game again for Manchester United, Liverpool, and today put in top performances.
Don't get me wrong, he did have a good game, but you can't skin him like a 10 out of 10 because he should be marked down to about 6 or 7 out of 10 for that stupid thing he did, man. Honestly, of course he was going to get yellow carded for that. Sometimes I nickname him Captain Swat, honestly, because he does act like a swat sometimes. I mean, let's get it right. But how can you say that about your club captain, Mr. Joshy J? Because I can, okay? If I want to hold a player accountable, I will hold them accountable. Because we're unfiltered on this channel, yeah? Let's get it right.
And big games, and you know what, I'm just proud and I'm happy we're through to the next round. We deserve to be through. The players must be exhausted, but we've got to take that into Southampton. We've got to beat Southampton. We've got to go and roll over Southampton and put in a performance, but I'm proud of the players. I want to see more of that. As Ruben Amorim said after the Liverpool game, he was fuming with the players after the Liverpool game because where had that effort been all season? So let's go and...
So was I. As a fan, I was absolutely seething with the players. Why do you think I was seeing him after the Liverpool game on my match reaction? Because where's that been all season? Seriously.
Make sure we do that versus Southampton and not think it's going to be an easy game. Thank you everyone for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Great reactions there from Alice Talks Football as always. Great YouTuber. She really is. Right. Let's have a look. Let's get back to the chat quickly, shall we? Sorry, getting angry. No, don't be sorry. You know, if you want offence, I don't have a problem with it. As long as you keep it clean, that's absolutely fine by me. Napoli sporting director Giovanni Manna met with Garnacho for transfer. Manchester United asking for £17 million. I mean, would I say he's worth 17 million? No, I think more like, say, in the region of 40 to 50 million. 17 million does seem a lot of money to me, but, you know, players these days, I mean, fucking heck, man. Not sustainable from me. Bloody hell, mate. Oh, the line starts at 11. Liverpool stinker and hooks for you, Hayden Cox, mate. That's a huge mess up from you. That's a massive L from you. But big up to you anyway, mate. Good evening to you, by the way. Thank you for joining this evening, mate. We just listened to Alice Talks Football, so yeah, she's a great YouTuber. Give me the wooden spoon, mate. Okay, with pleasure. Yeah, you need discipline, Hayden Cox. Discipline, mate. Yep, there you go. Gave you the wooden spoon, mate, as requested. Anyone else who wants a wooden spoon, just put in the live chat. But as long as you're taking accountability for it, mate, because you know what they say, accountability is the best ability. Yeah. But yeah, we just listened to Alice Talks Football, and I think she spoke a lot of sense there. Well, let's have a look. What should we listen to next? I reckon we will listen to... Let's have a listen to... Just listen to Alice. There's so many fans to listen to. Adam from United TV. For our United TV, let's listen to what he's got to say. United embarrassed Arteta's Arsenal frauds. Oh, okay. I got to go now. See you in the next stream. And was helping. Yes, you were. Thanks, Nat 914. Right, okay.
Justice for Manchester United. United win it on penalties, 1-1 with Arsenal. An absolute disgraceful performance from Arsenal, from the officials. But you know what? Football gods were looking down on Manchester United and they thought, you know what? They deserve it. Get in there, Manchester United. Ruben Amorim, you absolute godsend. You are a legend already, my friend. That's back to...
Okay, calm down, mate. I wouldn't say he's a legend yet, Adam, but let's keep it calm, yeah? Let's not get carried away. We need to see that more often from the players.
Back undefeated against the best two teams in the league away from home right now. And you know what? To put the cherry on top, we beat Arsenal on penalties, beaten on their own turf on penalties again. Same last time Ruben Amorim won at the Emirates. It was just so sweet.
Oh, big up to you, Toff. Big up to you, mate. Thank you for joining me this evening. Buzzing after yesterday's incredible result given the circumstances. Amazed how boring Arsenal are to watch these days. Nowadays, yeah, I know. I mean, I think they've been shit this season, mate, to be honest. Playing nowhere near the same like what they played the last couple seasons. And since Bukayo Saka's got injured, Arsenal just lost their ideas, don't they? I mean, let's get it right.
So much to get into in that game, my God. But one thing that we have to just say right, and what I want to say right at the top of this show is that welcome back, Manchester United. We have got our team back. We've got this.
Okay, calm it down, yeah? Yes, we've done well against Liverpool and Arsenal, but we need to see it now against teams like Southampton and that at the bottom of the Premier League. But just be happy your team have had 2 positive results, Mr. Joshy J. Look, I'm a realistic fan, okay? We've seen how many times these content creators, fans on social media, overhype Manchester United only for it to go south. It's as simple as that. So we keep it calm on here because we are authentic. We keep it 100% real on here, people.
Bunch of players right now that are now playing for our coach. And this
we'll see against Southampton.
Has proved 2 weeks worth of training on the training ground, and he has taken the best 2 in the league to task completely. Arsenal, 70 minutes worth.
But aren't the players just performing because the pressure is on them? They know in the big game they're under pressure. When the pressure's off, they go back to being absolute frauds. I mean, you just don't know, do you? But I really hope now this is the turning point because the way the players perform, not sustainable. When you represent Manchester United's football club, you play for that badge all the time, yeah? Let's get it right. These results mean nothing if we go and lose against Brighton Fulham. Facts, Top. 100% agree with you, mate. So all these content creators can get giddy about it all their like. But it's not going to work for me, mate, honestly.
With 10 men. Let's forget. Oh, no, let's not actually forget it. Let's just say it. 12 against 10. Because that Satsuma with a whistle in his mouth is an app.
Satsuma. Oh my God, that's brilliant. Oh wow, that's amazing. What a fucking line, man. I got
disgust.
I gotta read that. Rewind that again. That's brilliant. Oh, good one for every United team he had done that. I'll give you credit on that one, mate. That's a fucking quality line.
Get it? Let's just say it. 12 against 10. Because that Satsuma with a whistle in his mouth is an absolute disgusting disgrace to the people.
Satsuma in his mouth. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, I'm dead. No way. Oh, that's brilliant.
GMOL. I would not be surprised if Manchester United put a complaint into them tomorrow. Disgusting is the word I would use. Absolutely pathetic. Do you know what? Arsenal fans will come in and say, oh, Agate should have been sent off as well. And yeah, do you know what? Dalot probably did deserve to be sent off. And he's stupid.
100% he did. I mean, lunging in like that when you're on the yellow cards. I mean, what are we doing here? Seriously.
Diving in the way he did, with the way that idiot was brandishing yellow cards all game. Do you know what? It shouldn't have been a red card for Agate. Do you know why?
I mean, at times I thought our discipline was abysmal at times, but the referee, I have to say, with some of his decisions, oh, it was like literally corrupt, wasn't it? I mean, let's get it right. That referee was an absolute disgrace. It's a shocker. As much as I hate VAR, it was horrible to see Arsenal players looking for any opportunity to go down in the box and trying to get United players booked. I mean, when I was watching it in real time, I was thinking, yeah, our discipline was shocking, but I think I need to rewatch some of this and, like, maybe I might change my opinion on it. I don't know, man, but yeah, it did seem dodgy refereeing to me, mate. I agree. But yeah, where is VAR where you need it, man? It's like we criticise it when it gets it wrong, but fuck me, we needed it yesterday, mate. Didn't we? I mean, let's get it right here.
Because with a foul on Mainu before the shot was even taken for Arsenal's goal. So that had been cancelled out. The penalty that was given wasn't a penalty, was it? So all the aftermath after that and what might have happened to Manuel Agate, and everyone's saying he's a disgrace for what he did, wouldn't have even come about. Why is there no VAR in the FA Cup? We live by it every single week in the Premier League. And how the PGMOL, how the Premier League, how the FA, how after every single
Arsenal used on the dark arts because they knew no VAR, just like the dark old days. Dano's still an idiot and nearly ruined it. Facts, I agree with you. You know, what he did, being on the yellow card already, was an absolute disgrace. And I called him out for that on my match reaction and in my emergency meeting yesterday. 100% I called him out for it because you cannot be doing that shit. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. Because, you know, it's just going to set this team back, isn't it? I mean, real talk, yeah. It's like, what the fucking heck are we doing here at times?
Organisation and association in this country cannot get it right where every other country on the planet can.
And at times, I actually thought it's a bit of an old school Arsenal United tie because the way they're pushing and shoving each other in the box was crazy, mental at the highest level.
Disgusting. And you know what? Our referees are bottom of the barrel. Absolute disgrace.
Oh, referees in England are terrible.
They are. But you know what? Even with that, even with everything against us, even with every single touch of...
I mean, you don't get any of this shit in La Liga, do you? In the Bundesliga. So why is it we get it in this country for? I mean, I don't fucking understand it, man. I really don't. I'm at a loss.
A white shirt and a free kick given, Manchester United came through against all of the odds. And what a team performance. We can forget about all that crap that I just said now about the refs and about how cheating Arsenal were. They're an absolute disgrace. As an Arsenal fan right now, I'd be wanting my money back. Time wasting when they're in the first half on set pieces. Disgrace. Forget it. It doesn't matter. Do you know why? Because we're through and you're sucking your thumb.
And also, some rival fans were saying they were doing it in the Man City game as well at the Etihad. When Arsenal went to the Etihad, they're going down to waste time and that. So it looks like it's part of their plan this season, which, I mean, it's a weird one, I'm not going to lie. Quality in the game was poor, but Leinster heated between the two teams reminded me of the games during 2000's Keane versus Vieira. Facts, I agree with you, Tom. 100% agree with you, mate.
And wiping your own tears up again, Arsenal fans. You absolute disgrace to the Premier League, you are. Arteta, go and deal with your fan base because they'll want you out after that. That's another trophyless season for you.
100%. You know, the longer they keep this manager in, Arsenal will not succeed.
God, 5 years of what? Finishing second and bottling your philosophy and playing this dross. Trying to score from corners and set pieces the only way you can get anything out of a game. Oh, give me Man United all day long and our cup wins over you, you absolute lemon. Honestly, you got what you deserve there today, Mikel Arteta. Jumping around and screaming on the sideline to get Dalot sent off. My God, have you seen yourself?
I wouldn't blame Arteta on that. I'll literally be pointing the finger at Dalot for that, because it's like, yeah, if you're on the yellow card, you should learn to be more steady when you're tackling. If not, then you're going to get risk of getting sent off, aren't you? And look at what fucking happened. He got sent off.
Pathetic. You still lost. Yeah, you lost. You lost against 10 men. 70 minutes you had to play against us. And
And mind you, they're very wasteful as well. That's what you got to take into account and consideration. I mean, Kai Havertz, oh my goodness me. How on earth did he miss that opportunity? I couldn't believe that when I was watching that on the TV. And he put that chance over the bar. Oh, brilliant, man. Absolutely amazing.
They had to make 2 decent saves. United created the best bleeding chances with that as well. Oh my God, it couldn't have gone any better for you. It really couldn't. Do you know what? You get what you deserve in football, and there you go, Arsenal. Hopefully the Geordies knock you out in the next round as well, in that second leg in the...
Yeah, I hope so, because, you know, Newcastle, I call them my second team. You know, I absolutely love their fans, and yeah, I love their black and white stripes and proper classy club. So yeah, I hope they knock Arsenal out. I really do. Love seeing Arteta lose, cocky and arrogant. Yeah, I know, blaming the ball last week, criticising the fans, leaving early. It's like, you know, the end is approaching if he starts to have a go at the fans, right? Because you cannot have a go at the fans. Whatever the fans decide to do, if they decide to stay, go early, what business is it of his? Because these fans are paying their hard-earned money, right? And they're going to get treated to crap performances and that, walk out. It's like if I lived near Old Trafford, right, and we're getting absolutely destroyed in the game of football, I'd leave, because what's the point in staying if the players are not going to show fight and determination for the badge? I mean, let's get it right here. If they're not going to put in the effort, you may as well fuck off home. Or, like, look around shops or whatever you want to do.
Carabao Cup and you're gone, and that's your season finished. You got no chance in the Champions League. You're never going to catch Liverpool because you can't play football. You forgot what your whole setup was. United. I keep going away because I was so annoyed with what was going on in that game. And you know what? Even if United had lost that game, I put a tweet out earlier on. I just said, we've got our United back. Whatever happens from this point, this team is here. We have finally arrived.
Yeah, but don't go saying that just yet, because I want to see it against teams like Southampton, Fulham, and all them. Leicester. You know, we got to repeat it in them games.
What a performance. That defence, oh my God. Straight away into it. Let's just get into the team. And let's get in.
I'm not criticising him, by the way. I'm just, like, giving my own opinions and that. I actually like this guy around her United teammate.
To Altay Bayindir. Kicking shocking, claiming the ball, you could say he was at fault for their goal. Bad punch, doesn't look good enough, but whoa, when moments happen. This is a turning point. I'm going to say it right now. Altay Bayindir in goal for Southampton, and Arna stay on the bench.
I agree, 100%
That's a turning point that you cannot ignore.
Put Onana on the bench.
In football, and moments happen in seasons. This moment happened today. Altay is United's number one. It's as simple as that. He's wearing the number one shirt. He stays in the sticks. You cannot ignore performances like that. Not against your biggest rivals away from home. Outstanding in that second half. And wow, them saves from Declan Rice.
Look, his kicking has got to improve. The kicking was nowhere near good enough, but the saves he was making, unreal. Not even Andre Onana with the same 10 penalties, because Andre Onana is too busy bouncing up and down like that. And it doesn't work because he gets too overconfident and he never ends up saving penalties.
Credit to him. Take a bow, Bayindir, saving the penalty from Odegaard in the first place, and then saving another penalty from that cheating, diving scumbag Kai Havertz as well. Justice, and it could not have worked out any better for him. Credit to him. Definitely worth man of the match. Gets my man of the match as well for everything that had happened. Just for another player who didn't do much, who came as a sub, but for Xerxes to score that goal, to score the winning penalty. That's all I'll say. I love that moment. Get in there, Joshua. You deserve that, my friend. Awesome. Anyway, Harry Maguire, Matthijs de Ligt, that's where I'm going. That's where we have to go, because without them two today, wow. The new Rio Ferdinand and the Nemanja Vidic, except it looked more like...
Okay, mate, the new Rio Ferdinand and Vidic. I mean, let's calm it down a bit here, yeah? I mean, I love your optimism, mate. Don't get me wrong, but let's just wait and see, yeah?
Jaap Stam and the Nemanja Vidic today, two bulldozers. That tackle on the line from Matthijs de Ligt when Trossard had the tap in. Oh my days!
Oh, that's beautiful.
That alone was better than a goal. That moment there, Bayindir's penalty save. That's what won United the game today. That character, that determination, that chips are down moment when you know everything is against you and every single decision is bordering on corrupt, and you still battle through like that to show that character. Ruben Amorim said before the game he wants every single player on their ass, falling down, absolutely exhausted after every game. That's the standard we need to keep up. Like we was against Liverpool. We did it today. Do you know what? Yeah. The Emirates FA Cup is United's. 2 finals and a win the last 2 years. Let's go on a run in the FA Cup and the Europa League and use the Premier League to try and find our way back up there and get some form. But tell you what, right now, we're seeing signs. If this manager gets backed, wow, this team and the way that this team is now playing for him and the players that we've got in certain positions, that defence, wow. Talk about building from the back and building a foundation. Mazraoui, Martinez, De Ligt, Maguire today, awesome. The only player that let us down was Dalot. And you know what? The only reason I'm angry...
And the captain, number 8 as well, for throwing his boots
with him is because he's seen what that idiot in that tangerine shirt was doing all game, giving yellow cards willy-nilly. It was pathetic, absolutely pathetic. And you know what? When you look back at it, I was angry at the time, but it probably was a red card because he lunged in twice. But...
You can't dispute it. It was definitely a red card, 100%.
For everybody else, wow. Mainu battling, Agate, I love the guy. His passion, even when he probably would have been sent off in the Premier League game. Oh, he wouldn't actually, like I just said, because of VAR cancelling it out because it wasn't a penalty in the first place, which caused the melee. So I just love the man's passion. I do. Bruno Fernandes, what a goal! Oh my God, Mr. Captain Bruno Fernandes has arrived back at Manchester United. He really has. Another good performance from him today. Led as a captain, took the first penalty, scored a goal. What a finish, by the way. Credit to Garnacho. A lot of talk going on about him possibly moving from Man United, but he made a big decision there in that goal. He could have gone himself. Everybody has criticised this lad for his decision-making. Well done. Well done, Garnacho. You deserve that moment. He got the assist, brilliant goal, and United are on from there. What a day. Absolutely buzzing with that. I cannot say or praise these players any more than what I have done. We have our United back. Arsenal, go drink them tears. You pathetic excuse for a football team. Honestly, if I'm an Arsenal fan right now, I'm hanging my head in shame. Oh my God. You couldn't get anywhere near us with 70 minutes worth of 10 men, and you had 12. Good God. Wow. But what a day for Man United. Ruben Amorim, you have got this team where you need them. Back this man, and United will go even further. Get your comments in below, everybody. I'll be live very, very soon as well. Thank you for watching. Oh, my God. United, get in there.
Yeah, get in there, indeed, honestly. Talk about United. So let's listen to her next. She's a great YouTuber as well.
Arsenal won, Manchester United won, but Man United beat Arsenal 5-3 on penalties. Now, wow. I mean, taking us through to the next round of the FA Cup. I think this was a crucial win for us, but I will be honest, I did not expect us to go ahead and win this match. I knew this was going to be a tough match, let alone going down to 10 players. Was it around the 60th minute? Playing against
12 players, might I add. The referee was completely on Arsenal side today. Really unfair. Again, another unfair game where we're seeing the referees being unfair. It needs to stop. It needs to be looked at. Of course, stuff happens, but I think the ref was really on Arsenal's side today. So the fact that we went out and actually won that match, it just feels so great. I've been watching football for maybe 4 seasons now. I don't think I've seen, in my memory, I can't remember us winning at Arsenal. I think this might be the first time I've seen Man United win at Arsenal. Seriously. Maybe in that first season that I watched, but I think in the last couple of seasons, I have not seen Man United win at Arsenal. So this, for me, feels absolutely amazing. I am so, so happy. And, I mean, we can get into player performances because, I mean, Bayanda, we have to talk about him first because going off of that Spurs game, I can 100% say going into this match, I was a little bit worried. Not seeing Ahmad in the starting lineup, worried.
Yeah, Bayanda, he wasn't great against Tottenham, but he was great in this game. Apart from his kicking, though, that 100% has to improve. But the saves he's making, unreal.
But I understood because it is a cup match. You do have to rotate your players a little bit. It probably was Bayanda's turn to go in goal, and it was probably Garnacho's time to start. And at the end of the day, Amorim got it right, and it worked out. And we played with 10 players for the majority of that match. Seriously, with extra time, the majority of that match, we played with 10 players, and we still managed to beat Arsenal, who are deemed one of the best, teams in the Premier League. And of course they are, but I can't believe that we've actually managed to defend that well today. I'm so, so proud and happy. And I mean, Bayanda saving that penalty, amazing. He had a great game. And then saving another penalty in the penalty shootout. I mean, like, what more can you ask for from your keeper? It's exactly what we needed today. And I'm really happy for him because obviously coming off of that Spurs game, none of us had confidence in him, and he's proved us all wrong. And that's amazing. And I can say, for me at least, it has filled me with confidence, and I don't mind him playing in goal again. I was worried. I will say I was worried. I know you can't judge players off one match, but
But why are you going live? Because I can. This is my own YouTube channel.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried, and he proved us all wrong. So I'm really, really happy for him. It was great. I mean, I couldn't ask for more for us to beat Arsenal with 10 men. Like, what? I don't think I've seen us ever get a red card and then go on to win the match. So I don't know how we did it, but we did. Talking about that, defense. Oh my God. De Ligt and Maguire today, amazing. De Ligt, I think, stood out to me. That tackle that he did. Oh, you'll know which one I'm talking about. You will know. I can't remember who he tackles, but he tackles, and it is the best tackle I've seen in a while. I've seen in football for a while. Seriously, that's a goal line clearance, and then he runs into the goal and screams and gets the crowd riled up. Like, you can't ask for more from your defenders.
You're only going live for PR, Mr. Joshy J. There is no PR on any of my YouTube channels, okay? Because I absolutely hate PR. I hate it at the highest level. That's why I always call it out.
It was incredible. Worked so hard. The work rate today, incredible. Absolutely incredible. We really fought for it today, and that's exactly what I want to see. If we went on to lose on penalties, I would have been disappointed, but I wouldn't have minded. I actually wouldn't have because, no, I would have. But I think the fact that we fought so hard, and look, penalties is a game of chance. It really is. So.
Oh, yeah, look, it's a lottery at the end of the day, isn't it? Sometimes you get lucky on penalties, and sometimes your penalties are shit. But why was he so brutal on number 8 yesterday when he scored? Because what he did deserved the wooden spoon, throwing your boots like that. Think about, like, future generations watching that. Like, young kids acting like that. Bad role model. It's as simple as that, throwing your boots like that. Bang out of order.
Arsenal could have gone on to win. We could have gone on to win. It's in anyone's hands. It really is. So I'm not judging us off penalties, but no, I mean, we he defended so well. Maguire defended really well. Martinez had a fine game. Martinez took a penalty, obviously was fine. Maguire, obviously, De Ligt's red card. Let's speak about that because, I mean, I think the first yellow was a little bit soft. I will say, I think a yellow card has to be a bit more of a substantial tackle. And for me, I personally didn't think that first one was a yellow card. Kind of looked like a 50-50 to me, and then the player completely dives. I mean, Arsenal, I won't say it, but they dive so much. They are the most infuriating team to play against.
My granddad, right, he used to say, as a joke watching Arsenal, he said, where's their swimming trunks, you know, so that they can go diving in the pool. I love that from my granddad, honestly. I absolutely love that back in the day. Incredible. And he's still got his good sense of humour today.
I genuinely think, I've always said this, Arsenal are very annoying to play against because they do just dive. And it's really not fair. I will say, out of our team, I think we're not diving players. I think we play pretty fairly. You can say Bruno dives, maybe he does a little bit, but overall I think
100% he does. You know, I've seen him dive quite a few times, to be honest.
We play quite fairly, whereas Arsenal, they don't play fairly. Arteta was coming out the other day saying, you know, the ball's the fault. What are you talking about? He's probably going to blame this one, their loss, on the FA Cup ball being wrong. I don't even know. He's trying to make up excuses, let's say that. But I genuinely didn't think it was a yellow card, the first one. If the second one is a yellow card, fine, whatever. But I think it was a little bit soft. That's what I'm trying to say. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to complain too much because obviously we did get the win. Look, I say this every single time. Dalot is not a left back. He's going to struggle a little bit on the left because he's not naturally, you know, right-footed. So it's difficult. It is difficult. And what he's being able to do on that left back position is good. So I'm not going to criticise Dalot at all for that red card. I think it was a little bit unfair.
He is a good player, mate. I don't think he's had the best of seasons, but he's good at Anfield. Had a good start to yesterday's game, but just such a shame he had to let himself down with getting sent off and that.
But it is what it is. It is what it is. We went on to win the game, so I can't say anything. I'm very happy. I really am. Bruno Fernandes, we have to speak about Bruno. Bruno had...
So am I. I'm very happy as well, but not getting giddy. So you can be happy, but not getting giddy at the same time.
Probably one of the best games I've seen for a while. I think Bruno recently has been a lot better. He's been very involved and he is a big game player. I often criticise Bruno, but I thought today was great. And obviously the goal, I mean, came kind of out of nowhere as well. I don't think Arsenal completely dominated us at all. Of course, we conceded a lot of corners and free kicks, but we defended. That's another reason.
To be fair, I thought Arsenal actually started the game well. I thought first of all, we were quite pragmatic, but as the game went on, we grew in confidence.
Bruno not getting that free kick, that's another, what's the word? That's another point of the referee not being on our side. I don't want the referee to be on our side. I just want it to be an equal, fair match. And
Yeah,
I feel like as Man United, I think like we have the most unfair referees often, and it's really annoying to watch your team lose.
Not just us, you know, loads and loads of other teams have unfair referees. I mean, for example, look at my good loyal subscriber in the live chat. His team, Southampton. How many times have VAR been against them this season? You know what I mean?
Fair decisions. You know, if the opposition's better than them, fine, we'll lose the match. But when we're losing matches because of referee decisions, that's when it really infuriates me. So that could have happened today. Luckily it didn't. I will say I would have been annoyed, but luckily I can't talk about that because we did win. I'm honestly so happy. Obviously I thought Garnacho had a fine game. Ugarte and Mainu I thought were very good. Ugarte I think really stood out to me.
This is the thing, right? The last couple of games, Ugarte has been superb. Mainu, though, he's one I want to give a shout out to. Mainu, the last couple has been, oh, wow. He's been unreal.
Today is one of his probably best matches for Man United so far. I would argue that that was his best match for Man United. I also loved, obviously, when we conceded that penalty. The
VAR is corrupt, mate. Not sustainable.
the kind of the beef that was going on. That is what I want to see. Like, seriously, I love that. As a fan, I love that, and I think a lot of people do, because it shows that your players care. It shows that they're up for it and they want to fight and they want to get the win. You know, we could have so easily gone into.
Now, what happens if they down tools in like the fixtures they're expected to win? It just goes to show these players are careless. If that happens, let's get it right. Careless.
This game and just let Arsenal beat us. We could have 100%, and we didn't. So we fought for it today, and I feel like no one can really say anything about Man United. Of course, there's still areas for improvement where we need to be better at going forward.
100%. You know, I much rather we went forwards a bit more. At times we're a bit too pragmatic, but at the moment I get it, because you know this manager still does not have his players in, does he? You know, we need to see what happens when he gets his players. You are elite, mate. You hate PR. I do, mate. I fucking hate it at the highest level.
We need to be better at attacking it, or even, you know, converting chances into goals. I do think that's the truth. But what we did today, very promising, and really just gets the players riled up. And that's exactly what we need. We need this team to work together. And obviously, we're seeing Amorim's system coming up. We're having more possession as the matches go on. It's really good, and it's really promising to see Man United in a good position. Obviously, we started off the season rocky. I think we're still, you know, we're just slowly getting out this rocky patch. Obviously, Man City win, Liverpool draw last weekend.
Big up, Geezer. Big up to you, Michael.Chelsea, FC Footy F1 MotoGP. Big up to you, mate. Yes, so far we've been listening to Alice Talks Football. We've been listening to United People's TV, Adam from United TV. Hang on, let's see if that's right. Here we go. Forerunner United TV. Been listening to him. Now we're listening to Talk About United.
And then obviously with this win, it's great. And the fact that we're not our World Cup competitions, it's great. Obviously, we are the holders of the FA Cup as well. So I mean, let's fight for this. Like, if we want it, let's go and get it.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got good players. I really, really want to see us, you know, fight for this now. I think after that match, I want to see it. I really, really do. Obviously, I think, did we have Liverpool in the 3rd round or 4th round last season? I actually can't remember. But I mean, we beat Liverpool.
Quarterfinals, that was. Yeah. We had Liverpool in the quarterfinals where Ahmad's got that winner.
Last year in the FA Cup on the way, and we ended up winning. And I think that was a match where everyone going into thought we were going to get thrashed, and we didn't. And we didn't against Arsenal. There's definitely a team there. Of course, they turn it on and off. We'll have some flop matches, or we'll have some really good matches. But at the end of the day, like I said, this is a big win. For me, to see us beat Arsenal at the Emirates is great. And I just think their players weren't there. Obviously, they were without Saka. That might have been part of the reason. But no, I think we worked really, really hard today. That's what stands out to me. There was no weaklings. I don't think. We fought really hard. Of course, like I said, this was areas for improvement. I want to see more chances being put in for Højlund. But overall, I really can't fault the team today. We fought for it. And Zexi getting that winning penalty, great. So happy. I'm really, really happy. But look, I will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please do subscribe to my channel and give this video a like, and let me know your thoughts on the match below. I will assume you are all very, very happy. But yes, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, wow. Very interesting. Right, let's have a look. I know who I'm going to watch next. I'm Saeed. Let's listen to Saeed, see what he's got to say. Hopefully he's on his own fan cam without others. Back, Jim. But no chance. Absolutely no chance. You know, He has no idea what he's doing. He's selfish. He's making cutbacks off the pitch. He's trying to sell players for profits, this and that. It's like, fuck off, man.
They're falling apart. They're falling apart. Arsenal Football Club. They're falling apart. Take your time with it. 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 Where are the Arsenal fans today? Are they going to blame a referee today? Oh, wait, we had 10 men. Who are they going to blame today? You, man, had 12 men today as well. The ball? Is it the ball? Is the ball? Is it? Who is it?
Yeah, more than likely blaming the ball again, like what he did the last time. It's gold, honestly. Absolute gold, man. Fucking love it. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, man.
Is it the deserve meter? Is it the GA? Is it the XG? What happened today? You man been talking a lot about Man United. Little did you know, at home, you now are tinkering. You now are on the verge of your season crashing out. Your season is about to crash because it's happened again. You talk too much. And today, you couldn't break us down. You always talk about referees not being on your side today. You had this prick on your side. On your side today. Andy Madley. Andy Madley. You better leave me in the car park now. Yeah. You're the number one suspect in the car.
Meet me in the car park now. When he said that about Mark Goldbridge, that was absolutely hilarious back then. Meet me in the car park.
Apart, wanted man. My man tried to play us again. Let's keep this referee prick. But you know what? We stood still. We were resolute. Yeah, we had belief. We dug courage. We dug deep. Courage. Defensive masterclass. Bayandi. MashaAllah, brother. MashaAllah. Turkish delight. Everything I said about you, wallahi, billahi, I take it back. Yeah, I take it back. Today, what a performance. What a performance from Bayandi. Saved the penalty. Yep. Saved multiple penalties in the penalty shootout. What a guy. Havertz header. He was everywhere today. David De Gea-esque save. David De Gea-esque. Every corner kick. Brilliant. Big up to United defensively resolute. All they played was for corners. They tried to play for corners. Embarrassing, Arsenal. Embarrassing. Time wasted. Time after time. They're trying to cheat us again today. But then later on they'll complain about referee. Through all of the adversity, you make it happen. That's what we did today. Yep. We made it happen. Yep. We believed. I told them. And Amory had a plan. Survivors. Amory had a plan today. Substitutions worked. Xerxes cameo. Yep. What's up, performance? There's people out there, yeah, that will defend other players, yeah, but they won't say to Xerxes, give him the grace. Shame on you lot. Shame on you lot, yeah, that want to say to a kid, yeah, that's coming to the football club in a new environment, who's holding up the pro better than Hoyland, who's actually trying to play for the badge. He got booed off by his home fans. What did he do? Did he cry? No.
Absolutely disgraceful still by them fans who booed Joshua Zirkzee off. And I'm still fuming about that. I really am fuming about it. Seriously.
Oh, did he crumble? Did he crumble? No. He rose up and said, you know what? I'm going to believe. So you lot, yeah, that are trying to say he's not good enough after 3 or 4 months, shame on you, man. Shame on you. Shame on you.
I wouldn't really go as far as that, saying shame on you, because I think we had rights to call him out, to be honest, Joshua Zirkzee. He's not been good enough, and let's get it right, but you have to give him credit for what he did, and I hope and pray now this kickstarts his season.
You should be backing your own guy. Instead of going at the Glazers and the Ineos, you go and take it out on him. Jokers, man.
And you know what? It's the same fans here. It was Namadia Village and Patrice Evera. You would have run them out.
Run them out.
And that was a stable football club. We've not been stable. And if the people are telling him, oh, he should be sold. But he said he wanted to stay.
Shame on you, man. Shame on you.
They said it was a mistake.
They said it was a
Like
mistake.
he's the biggest problem. Like he's the biggest problem.
You know what I'm saying? It's an absolute disgrace. But you know what, man? We actually deserved it, man. I don't care what anybody says, yeah. We deserved to win that game in the end. Our defending, our second half performance, yeah. The goal we scored, the penalties were absolutely flawless. Lenny Yoro Martinez, we dug there. Absolutely hats off to them. And Ruben Amorim today, we should be backing this manager wholeheartedly. Ineos here. If you're letting this manager absolutely crumble with his group of players week in, week out, and not back him there, get out. If you're not willing to back this football club and put money into this football club and back this manager, get out.
Yeah.
Ineos, you frauds. You are frauds. I just want to big up the United defense today. United as a team. And big them up in the sense that we didn't let them score from corners.
We got Leicester City at home next round.
Yes, big up, that'll be a welcome, wicked welcome for Ruud. Big up, Ruud van Nistelrooy. I'm just saying, Arsenal, you're a disgrace of a... You only play for corners, and today, big up to United. We've had to learn the hard way, getting bullied on corners and set pieces. Resolute today, absolutely resolute. Big up Bandia. Big up to him. Big up down in there. Made some fantastic saves. But you know what, Saeed? That's the best I've seen us play in a long time with 10 men. Usually we crumble when we get to 10 men.
Facts.
We crumble when we get to 10 men. To me, I think Diego de
I thought the floodgates were going to open up, but they didn't. So you have to give the team credit, don't you? For the way they held their line, defended well.
is dopey. And I think Amram should have acted early to get him off and bring somebody on that side. But anyway, that second half, we absolutely deserved it. And I told both of them, this is ours to win.
Bro, I swear down.
Michael, I got some
This is
bad
what we
news
could
to
do.
tell
We
you,
believe.
and you're not going to like it about Chelsea.
Character, football ability, cool. Yeah, we can be outbeaten by football ability, but character and determination, and that willingness to just stick with the plan, believe in the manager. Sometimes these players, maybe they don't believe in the manager.
Courage.
Listen, I want to say a huge shout out to Martinez, because that guy, I think he had an injury at the last part of the game. He played up front, and you could see the title digging deep, bro. That's what I've been saying. He dug deep, and it spread through the team. Ahmad dug deep. Huge shout out and credit to Toby Collier. Came on the pitch, brought bite, resolute,
Told you guys.
brought calmness, that physicality. He's only a young lad, and he's not been playing any minutes, and he's come on in a tough game, 10 men, and he's shown class. He's shown maturity. Buying there, well done. The back line, Lenny Yoro stepping up to take the third penalty, man. Wow, at that age,
I said it.
to have that sort of ice in your veins,
I said it.
amazing.
I said it.
Yes, there's criticism to be made. In the first half of the game, we were shocking.
Gave them too much respect.
So many yellow cards, many of them we don't deserve. Dallo with the red card, absolutely shocking from Dallo. There's no need to dive in that position when you know it's a 50-50 and you're on a yellow already. Absolutely diabolical what we fought, and this is what happens. And you know that penalty, yeah, that ref game, listen, karma is the most beautiful bitch in this world, yeah, and we deserve to save that penalty. Karma, man, justice was served today. Binder was not going to walk out of Emirates without a victory, and that's what he's shown. He deserves to be a Manchester United player. Performing like that, he deserves. Harry Maguire, well done. Xerxes, even when he didn't have the ball, pressing, trying to win it back, clearing the ball. Mazraoui.
Yeah.
Flipping hell, mate. Wow. Resolute. Malacia, again, held up. Sterling was diabolical as it is, doesn't play much. Come on. And he tried tidy, everything crisp.
Just want to say, for all those people thinking that we're over celebrating this, we've been in the doldrums this season. And you know what? Majority of us, I promise you, us three, if we played well and we got beat and Arsenal with a better team, we would have took it.
Yeah.
But it's the way the game went, the way the referee was against us, what Arsenal players were doing, feigning injuries that even on our goal, they were diving all over the place. And you know what? That's the reason why. Because we've not seen this from this team. I've never seen this team play like that with a 10-man. We could have won. We had some good chances.
Good chances. Listen,
on the break.
Listen, Bruno, what a freaking finish, mate. Wow.
Garnacho.
What a pass as well.
Finally making the decision.
Loads of times he lost the ball, but that moment when it mattered, he made it count. Yeah. That's what's important. He made the right decision, gave the right pass, and Bruno, man, it's not an easy finish by any means. It wasn't a tap-in. He had to go around the player into the far post. What a finish, man. What a finish. I'm so proud. So proud of everyone, man.
Yeah. Like I said today, we could have crumbled at 10 men. We could have just said, you know what, it's not working today. We're going to just have to just, cry and whatnot. But you know what, today, we dug in, we dug deep, and we gave a performance.
This is why Manchester United is.
The manager said it's not about how we play football, it's in air.
Yeah.
It's in air. Why can't we
Believe.
But Saeed and Baz, it means nothing if we don't beat Southampton on Thursday.
Yeah.
I agree.
They'll go win.
This would mean fuck all if we do not beat Southampton. Let's get it right.
Oh, I said to you, unbeaten January, dry January. Let's see. Let's see. But
sign some players.
Take your time with it.
Take your time with it. Take your time with it. Take your time with it.
Sure, season over,
All
Arsenal.
I've got to say is Jeremy Corbyn, Keir Starmer, Arsene Wenger, all those, that side of North London, your boys took a beating today from a 10-man.
10-man. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Wow, they are very, 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 very happy. Right, so I am going to take a bit of a break, guys, but I will be back with you. I'm just going to enjoy a little bit of food. I'm going to put the countdown timer on loop, and I will be back with you in around, say, 10 or 15 minutes. Big up to every single one of you like and locks in. Smash the likes as well, as that also helps our YouTube channel out an awful lot. So, yeah, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back with you in around approximately 10 to 15 minutes time. I'm just going to have some quick grub because I've been streaming like literally most of the night. So yeah, give myself a bit of grub. Right, let's put it on loop, shall we? Don't go anywhere, people. I will return. Okay, I'm back now, people. Sorry about that. I just needed to have a little bit of a break. I wanted to quickly eat a bit of pizza. So, yeah, you should make thumbnail be back soon. Yeah, that's a good idea, Danny Night Crossing. But big up to every single one of you like and locks in this evening. Much appreciated. So yeah, apologies. I got my phone in a bit of a different angle now, a bit higher up. It's because stood up a bit more. I got it on charge, so desperately needs charging up. So yeah, right. Let's have a listen to who should we listen to next? Oh yeah, let's listen to Mark Goldbridge next, shall we? From the United stand. So let's see what he's got to say. This is going to be interesting. The United stand. Here we go. Videos, match reaction, live. Final score 1-1. Justice. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. 5-3 on penalties.
Welcome to the United stand. Manchester United beat Arsenal on penalties with 10 men against 12. We had 10 men for an hour. They still couldn't score and beat us. They had loads of decisions go their way. We had the worst refereeing performance in the history of football, and we still won on penalties. Manchester United go into the draw. I tell you what, the higher you build your barriers, the taller I become. You can deny me. You can decide to turn your face away, no matter, 'cause there's something inside so strong. Oh no, I know that I can make it. 'Cause you're doing me wrong, so wrong. Manchester United, you can defy us, but you can't beat us. And I tell you what, I'm absolutely
Good singing
loving
there. Fair
the draw.
play.
We're at home to Leicester. Rude, rude, rude. But the best bit is, if you turn the BBC on, you can literally watch Martin Keown crying, the scummy Arsenal prat, because he thought he'd be doing a draw with the Emirates FA Cup at the Emirates Stadium for Arsenal, and he's not. He's drawing Man United out, and his team are crying in the bath. Have that, you cheats. Get
Crying
it.
in the bath.
Absolutely fantastic. We're loving it. We're loving it. I tell you what, smugness in victory is never more sweet than it's got Justice jam on toast. Yes, we're back with some Justice jam on toast.
Jam on toast.
Absolutely fantastic.
That is lovely.
That how we've managed to do that is incredible.
Jam on toast is lush.
I think if there's one thing that symbolises that performance, it's not the officiating, it's that clearance from De Ligt. How does he do it? Every time I look at that, I think Arsenal are going to score. Absolutely incredible clearance. And I think that defines and symbolises what we've done today. Somehow we have wrestled victory from a nailed-on defeat. I mean, Arsenal, I don't think you can blame Arsenal. Arsenal's problem is that they're toothless up front and they're so reliant on set pieces, and we defended them really well. But when you look at the amount of decisions that went their way, the amount of yellow cards we got, they didn't, the amount of fouls we gave away that they didn't, the penalty, the foul on Bruno that wasn't given, playing with 10 men for an hour, how we've done that is absolutely incredible. And we deserve huge, huge credit for it. But you've got to give credit to the players. I mean, the mental strength to keep going, the effort, the manager, just so much that they've done in that game to get themselves through. And Arsenal took it seriously. They picked a very, very strong side. Very, very strong. And there was no mercy there. They were not going to give us an inch, and neither was the referee. So to win that game, I would say, as a United fan that's witnessed Man United beating Arsenal in '99, it doesn't come close. But drink it in. If you're on dry January and you're doing it just for a laugh, have a glass of wine or a beer, because those moments in football don't come around that often. And it might only be a third round FA Cup game, but it's still Arsenal. It's still the Emirates. It's still terrible official. It's still 10 men and it's still penalties. Those games don't come around very often. I remember in 99, the third round, going right into the last 10 minutes at Old Trafford. We're losing 1-0 to Liverpool and we're not playing well. Solskjaer, I think, came on and we beat them 2-1 and it was amazing. And it was a third round game. So you've got to enjoy it, because if last week against Liverpool at Anfield we played well, this week we battled well. We didn't play well, but we battled well. And I think Xerxes, obviously great for him to score that winning penalty, but I thought he did well when he came on. Obviously Ahmad, Collier, Malacia, every one of those subs couldn't afford to put in a 6. They had to come on and do a 7 at least, and they did. Everybody contributed today. The worst player on the pitch is probably Dalot, because he was indisciplined on both tackles. But I'm not giving the red referee any credit for getting that right, even though he probably did. I still think the referee is a disgrace. But as a team, we grew into the game. We showed great confidence. The BBC are gutted, by the way. I mean, Lineker's crying now. Love it. I love it. But, you know, even Binder, I thought his kicking was atrocious in the first half. I thought on the goal, the punch was weak. But then as soon as he saved the penalty, it clicked. And it makes me think about goalkeepers at Man United that get swallowed up by nerves. And that's why I was worried about Binder. That's why I was worried, because I was like, you can't carry players into these sort of games. And I thought up until the penalty, he was a bit shaky. And as soon as he saved the penalty, it was like it clicked. I belong in a Man United shirt. And from that point, he was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm talking about. It's the confidence that will come from these last 2 results. You've got to fight, though. We didn't start the game particularly well, but you've got to fight.
No, we didn't.
And the players are fighting. They're fighting.
We
for each
didn't
other.
start well. I thought Arsenal started better.
And although we've conceded 3 goals in the last 2 games, that's not particularly bad when you go into the Emirates and you're going to Anfield. We're in the FA Cup. We've got Leicester. We've got opportunities now. We've got something to look forward to. I still would say, and this is the great time to say it, we've got 60,000 people watching. For the love of God, put your hands in the pocket, Ineos, and give this guy some money.
Yeah.
He's doing this sort of thing with that.
100%.
Imagine what it would do when you actually give him players that he wants.
Get us some money, Ineos. Come on, Surgeon.
20 minutes out of teams like that. He's getting 60 minutes out of 10 men like that. He's bringing people off the bench who are doing a job like that. Winning penalty shootouts at the Emirates. We're going to Anfield and we're getting a draw.
Carry on that in a second. Are you looking forward to Michael Rant's stream next about Nkunku leaving? Here we go again. Oh, he'll be on it. Michael.ChelseaFC, he will not be happy about that. I can guarantee you that, mate.
And we probably need 8 or 9 players. Put your hand in your pocket and give him some bloody players. Come on. We need to build on this, because you can guarantee the bad results will be coming again. And Amorim will know that. We've got to build on it. Absolutely. Zane says, as an Arsenal fan, we dominate the match. At least we can concentrate on the league. Zane, I think your season might be over on Thursday morning. Don't beat Spurs on Wednesday. Title's gone. You're out the Carabao Cup. You're out the FA Cup. Champions League. Good luck. But look, we're not here to talk about Arsenal. We're here to talk about Manchester United. And I think that there's so much to unpick. But in some ways, I just want to say, let's enjoy it. The biggest controversy was the officiating. We've spoken about that. That needs to be investigated. Even though we won, it shouldn't be swept under the carpet. It was an absolute disgrace and people need to keep shouting about it. I have never seen an official officiate a Man United game like that before. It was incredible. The penalty is a disgrace. I mean, that's one of the worst penalty decisions I've ever seen. How he could look at Bruno Fernandes get fouled from behind and not give a free kick defies belief. How we can then, in the second half, see Harry Maguire touch Havertz's chest and give a penalty is incredible. He gave a yellow card on Martinez because he thought Martinez elbowed him, and actually Jesus hurt his knee. It was incredible. It was just absolutely disgusting. And I'm so grateful to whatever power that is. And if you don't believe in that, we should be grateful to the United players, obviously, for finding a way to win a game in such terrible circumstances. I mean, you talk about 300, you know, that film with the people with the tops off fighting 300 against ridiculous odds. We actually won. We actually won against the odds. I feel like Phil Collins is going to come in a minute and sing against all odds because it was incredible. I don't think people will really understand until they see it back. And we witnessed it, just how biased the referee was against United. Just how long we had to defend against Arsenal. And to come out of that game and win it. And even a penalty shootout, I'd still say Arsenal are favourites. I mean, Yoro took a penalty and Martinez took a penalty. I mean, these are defenders and they scored. We scored every one of our penalties.
A fair play to Euro and Martinez. Fantastic penalties. You got to give them credit for that, man. 100%. 100%.
Which is just brilliant. Absolute mentality kings. And I think for many a year, we've looked at Man United and said, when the going gets tough, the heads hit the ground. And what we saw today was that they didn't. They stood up and fought. And look, you know what? There's always a criticism of players at Manchester United because the standards are ridiculously high. But what I always notice is that when we do well, there is always praise. And I don't think that there is a player in the last 2 weeks that doesn't deserve praise, even if they've not had the best of games. It's still a team effort. And I'm seeing less and less criticism of players. And now, when Xerxes steps up, this week, he's going to Juventus. Players, his agent's talking to Juventus. He wants to stay. Man United aren't happy with him. And you're like, I don't know what the future's going to be, but a little less conversation, a little bit more action, please. And actually, he scored a big penalty in a big game. Like, build on that. Let's stop talking about Italy now. Let's start talking about the rest of this season. And then maybe revisit in the summer if you're not getting the game time you want. But we just got to get our heads down now. And look, there are certain players that aren't playing. Casemiro, 350k a week, not even getting a minute. As obviously, we spoke about Rashford loads of times. Eriksen, 150 grand.
I mean, to be on that wages and hardly playing is an absolute disgrace. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? An absolute disgrace.
A week. Luke Shaw injured again. Like, there's so many players that are apparently important that are not part of this journey. And I think that is, that is the thing for me that I look at is just how incredible Manchester United have been today. And I think that, right, it might not have been the best performance, but winning when you're playing badly is always a good thing. And I don't think we played badly. I just think when you go down to 10 men, you're going to struggle. And I almost forget about it as well. The goal that we scored.
And I thought we were going to get hammered, to be honest. Once we went down to 10 men, I thought, yeah, the floodgates are going to open up. But fair play to the defence. They were superb.
Was magnificent. Garnacho did so well, and Bruno's finish was fantastic. But because the real story was the referee and the red card and the penalty and the defending, that was a lovely goal. And 11 against 11, I think we would have won. I think we would have won that game. So justice, yes, Arsenal will look at it. I don't care how Arsenal look at it. The referee was massively favouring you and you didn't win the game. If you think you missed big chances, I would say, well, all those big chances came from Man United being, robbed of a fair game. I think we scored the first goal 11 against 11, and I think we deserve to win the game. And at the end of the day, we're still in the trophy, we're still in the FA Cup, and you're not. And the FA Cup's really important to us. We're the FA Cup holders.
Yeah.
We're not going to do anything in the league. The Europa League is our priority, but the FA Cup is important, and we've been rewarded with hard work today, twofold. One, we've got a home tie in the FA Cup. Two, the respect and admiration and drive and imagination and support that has been generated from that performance today is massive. I mean, imagine if Arsenal had won on penalties. We'd be moaning about the referee, saying we've been robbed. We're not saying that. We're saying there was a lot of things that were disgusting about that game, but we persevered and won against the odds. And that is so important. And I think as well, I don't know how many corners Arsenal had in that game, but it was a lot. And at no point did I really think we were struggling. Whereas last time, a month ago, every corner I thought they were going to score. So it shows the progress, doesn't it? It shows the work that's gone in. I thought Amorim tactically got it spot on, dealing with 10 men. Arsenal really struggled to break us down. I thought keeping Martinez on and a yellow card was brave, and you've got to give praise to the manager and the player for not getting the second yellow.
Yeah, because that could have gone wrong. Him being on the booking already is a massive gamble. But fair play to Martinez. He held his discipline and scored on the shootout as well. So fair play, yeah.
If somebody said to me we were going to get a red card at half time, Delo didn't even have a yellow at half time. So I would have definitely said it was going to be Martinez. I think we dealt with so much in that game. I'm really proud of the players, and there's nothing wrong with saying that. They've just got to keep it going. They've got to keep that consistency going. Can we take a moment and appreciate the way Amorim has communicated the message publicly and privately? He must get his transfers immediately. This is hit end. Well, you know, amongst the bad refereeing and amongst the win and amongst the positivity, we all know, Amorim knows, we need players. And attention has to go back to Ineos and be, what the fuck are you doing? Like, give this guy players and the journey will move quicker, won't it? Chung, welcome to the Members Club. This win showed more of our mentality than Anfield, says Rohan. Yeki says Ahmad's done a tweet. They've already started. Mark Arteta out, says Roberts. Mojo's gifted 50 memberships. Incredible, mate. Thank you very much. Would you say Amorim Ball is delivering change, says Zen and Fusion? It's going to take time, but it's getting there. Will Delo miss the next match? Yes, he will, Alberto. Please, not another Rashford rumour tomorrow, says Amadan. Ethan's gifted 10 memberships as well. You're a legend. Raya diving for a full 4 or 5 business days before the ball was even touched. What was he thinking? Says Kibu. Man United 25 fouls to Arsenal's 10. Ref biased as can be, says Tidy Brown. Jason Day has gifted 5 memberships as well. In a spliff, Mikel Arteta. Where the Xerxes haters at now, says Saf. I don't think anybody hates Xerxes, mate.
No, I don't.
I've never felt.
But fans had the right to call out his performances recently because they've been nowhere near good enough.
I'll defend any United fan on this. I don't think any United fan hates Xerxes. I don't think that substitution jeering was aimed at Xerxes. I think it was aimed at the frustration at the team. I don't think there is any hate towards Xerxes. Everyone is pissed. This was never part of the script, says Yechi. Arsenal wear white and turn into Spurs, says Blake. The fight we always wanted to see in the United players. That's all we've been asking for, says Dentro. The looks on Walcott, Richardson, Keown's face, all there for a United loss. Love it, says Sid. Up the Reds, what a game. Love this team. 10s all round, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. Delo should have been big up, Mark. Big up. I can't say that, ST93. I can't say what you've said about Delo. Need to shout out Maguire. To go from a refrigerator last season to first name on the team sheet is outstanding, says Andrew. I don't think look, Maguire was brilliant today. I said this in the watch along.
Yeah, and I even gave him man of match.
Undermining Harry Maguire. How many more times are people going to say fair play to Maguire, well done to Maguire? He's been good ever since the captaincy was taken off him. Last 18 months. He was good last season. He's been good this season. I think we need to stop saying, oh, it's amazing. What Maguire's playing really well. It's consistent. We don't need to keep saying we need to glow up Maguire. Maguire's been getting good scores for 18 months in the player ratings. He's a consistent, valuable member of the team. I think you're doing him wrong by keep going, hey, we need a special shout out for Maguire. We don't need a special shout out. He's been doing it since the captaincy took place. Very important player, very experienced player. And, you know, it's a shame he went off.
See if there's any more comments in the live chat. Nope. So we'll carry on with this.
I presume he was tired or had a bit of an injury, but this is consistent. He's been really consistent. First name on the team sheet, I don't like that sort of talk. I don't think we have first name on the team sheet. I think there are numerous players that are massively important to this rebuild. De Ligt, Mazraoui, Ugarte, Maguire, Martinez, Bruno, Ahmad. There are so many players and we need to add more to that. Another trophyless season for Arsenal. Ten Hag still has more trophy than Pep's Cone Boy, says Phil. Get out of our tournament and take the ref with you, says Ray. You hear my voice from Turkey. Viva Alte, says Space Oddie. Where's Zane gone, says Jason. He was here. He was here. Unbelievable. Amorim's substitution and in-game tactical changes were immense. Martinez to number 9 to move Xerxes back. Collier to right back. I thought Collier played really well, Raphael.
Oh, 100%. Collier was really good.
Adapt to 12 men on his team, says Mojo. Leicester next, says Mikel. Right, let's do the player ratings because I know they're really excited to get going.
Yeah, not really interested in listening to that bit, but we pretty much listened to exactly what he's got to say about the game. He's made some very good points there, It's like Harry Maguire at times last season as well did play some good football. But I still get that impression, right, that he's not quite a regular starter. Maybe he's a good player to come off the bench and that, but yesterday, superb. I could not fault his work rate whatsoever. It was amazing to watch, honestly. I mean, wow, unbelievable. But yeah, now this has to be the standards every week by Manchester United. Go out there and perform like what you have been doing the last couple of games, yeah? As a fan, I want to see that week in, week out. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. No, it's like, get out there and do what's best. Perform at your best. Fight. Play for the badge. That's my number one plea to the players, is to play for that badge. Forget about the money, because you care about the football club at the end of the day. Well, you should be caring about the football club. I mean, let's get it right here, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right here, people, yeah? Because, in the late 90s and that, we had class of 92 players, who were absolutely superb, honestly. They were amazing, the players. They played to the badge every time they were playing for the badge. It was unbelievable. These days, you hardly get that because players are too busy caring about the money instead of the badge. No, I want players who play for the badge. So this is why we got to see this sort of performance a lot more often now. It's as simple as that. There are no more excuses whatsoever. Let's get it right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right. I mean, Binder, he should definitely be in goal for the Southampton game. As Mark Goldbridge said, he started off a bit shaky, but as the game went on, he got a lot more confident. And his saves in the shootout were absolutely amazing. I mean, let's get it right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get the narrative right here. But, absolutely incredible game of football at times in the Emirates yesterday. All that pushing and shoving each other reminded me of an old school Arsenal versus Manchester United tie. But no doubt about it, the referee was abysmal. Let's get it right. Absolutely abysmal in the end of the day. And I will hold him accountable for that. Like most of the refereeing in this country is an absolute disgrace, yeah? Let's get it right. I just want to say big up to every single one of you who has been supporting the channel, this and that. If you wish to become a channel member, the link is pinned on top of the live chats, and also it'll be in the description as well if anyone wishes to become a channel member after this stream is finished. So, We are going to redirect to Kaz in a minute, a Manchester United fan. I've set up that redirect. So when you head over to his YouTube channel, make sure you put Mr. Joshy J sent you over here, or put Mr. Joshy J raid. So, yeah. But the game against Southampton is massive. We need to see fight, passion, character, fire from the players, yeah? Let's get it right. I want to see the same performance I saw against Liverpool and Arsenal against Southampton. No excuses whatsoever. I will be back with a preview for that game at 6 a.m. UK time on Tuesday. Then Thursday, well, I will be doing a live watch along on Thursday to it. May not be able to do all the first half, but I'll definitely do all in the second half. So do stay tuned to that. Match reaction, emergency meeting, or depending what time it is, I may just jump straight into an emergency meeting and do the match reaction in the emergency meeting. But we'll wait and see. But anyway, big up to every single one of you who's been live and locked in for the last 2 hours. Much appreciated. I've done around 2 hours on my football channel and 2 hours on my main tonight. Unreal work rate, honestly, because the best never rested, people. Anyway, make sure you go and show Kaz some love, because we are going to be redirecting to him. He is just out to kick off his stream. So big thank you so much all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening, well, early morning now. And thank you for watching. Goodbye, everyone. Bosh.